Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have for you an update video on this Makita 18V X2 brushless 7¼ inch top handle circular saw. Okay, so stick with us. All right, you guys, so this right here is the Makita XSH06 circular saw. Runs on their 18V platform, 18V X2 makes it 36V saw, okay? So this is not a full video review of this saw. We already have a full video review of this saw on our channel. I'll definitely go ahead and encourage you to go ahead and check that one out. This video is dedicated to the performance numbers for this saw on our track. So one of the things that we did in that video review was to go ahead and get performance numbers for this saw on the track, and we did that using a small kitchen timer, and there was just a lot of room for errors and things like that. It wasn't necessarily too accurate. So what we did was we took the same footage and embedded a more accurate frame-by-frame timer stopwatch on there to get more accurate numbers for time of cut. Okay, so we took the same footage, we did that, and we're going to go ahead and look at the numbers, and then we'll come back and talk about the performance. All right. All right, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that and wrote all those numbers down, you know, so because they went by pretty fast, right? I'm just kidding, guys. We're going to go over and do a recap of it. All right, so before we do a recap of it, I'm going to remind you guys, every time we test this saw, we use a brand new blade. The blade is a Avanti Pro 7¼ inch 24 carbide tooth framing blade, readily available at your Home Depot. We like to use the blade, that way all the saws are playing on even field, right? And we also use freshly charged full batteries, okay? So with that being said, keep that stuff in mind, all right? So on the first run of the double stack test, the number comes in at 4.49 seconds. On the second run, it comes in at 4.24 seconds. And on the third run, it comes in at 4.16 seconds. And if you average the three numbers, it comes in at 4.30 seconds, okay? So moving on to the triple stack test, the first run comes in at 5.43 seconds. The second run comes in at 5.35 seconds. And the third run comes in at 5 seconds. All right. So if you average the three runs, that's 5.26 seconds. And the total performance, if you add up the two averages, is kind of what we're trying to use to measure that, is 9.56 seconds. All right, so there, that total performance number is actually really fast, and if you look at it, it's going to be probably somewhere near the top of the current leaderboard. Okay. And like I said, this is going to be a great saw. You can't really go wrong with this saw. It's not necessarily my favorite saw because it's not rear handle, but I mean, it does work really well. It feels really smooth and cuts really nice. Okay. So I know a lot of numbers, and we've released probably a few videos on this, but this is probably going to be the last video for this saw on the track numbers. I apologize. We did have to release a few videos until we figured out what the better testing methodology was going to be. The first couple videos released didn't necessarily have the best testing methodology embedded or included in it, and now we've kind of got it nailed down. We're going to be using the numbers that came out of this test. So remind you again, we didn't do any additional tests. We just embedded the stopwatch in the frames of the video such that to get the better number, or the better accurate measurement when we're doing those cuts. Okay, so we're going to be releasing a few more videos, not necessarily on this saw, but on other saws. I'm realizing it's not necessarily in the best ordering because we had to do so many videos on updates and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to include a link to the spreadsheet somewhere in the description or whatnot if you want to look at it. Therefore, you're not trying to track down which one is this, right? Which one are we using, right? That way you can keep that in mind. So With that being said, just stay tuned with us, and it'll get more clear, and you'll kind of understand what's actually going on a little bit better as we're doing some of this. So just stick with us, and I apologize for that. Anyways, with that being said, going back to this saw, this is a great saw. If you're on the LXT platform, the 18-volt platform, you don't have to buy into another battery platform, because if you're already on a battery platform, you're going to have more than one battery, okay? So this saw takes 2 of those batteries, and it really generates a lot more power, because it becomes a 36-volt saw and a 5 amp hour configuration, right? So higher the voltage, the more efficient technically you can get. So it is able to generate a lot more power. It's really smooth, cuts really nice. If you're fine with like a Sidewinder type style, it's obviously great. But like I said, this is not a whole video review, so we don't need to touch base on all that stuff. So if you have any questions or not, definitely just throw them in the comments, something like that. Just let me know, and we'll go ahead and try to get some updates and stuff like that for you. So hope this video's helped you guys out. Is it one of the faster cutting saws? Sure. Is it one of the better saws? I don't know. It depends on better. Better is such a subjective word, right? If you like the saw and you can get the job done and you feel good with the saw, it's a good saw for you. Probably the best saw for you, right? There's no one best saw for everyone, right? So make sure you just come and take your pick. So hope this video has answered a few questions. Let me know if you have any other questions, but I hope this video has helped you guys out. Continue to stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time.